This is part 2 of our quiz show. Part 2. Who are you?
My name is Naya.
Okay, next trivia question. What type of fluid lubricates the knuckle joint? And this is the first of our three-choice 30-point questions. Is that fluid called adipose, oleaginous, or synovial fluid? Let's find out as I open up the little black bag, the little black medical bag, and we take out, look at that, it's a human hand. Do you know that as you crack knuckles, some people think that induces osteoarthritis of the hand? Ow, ooh, I'm sorry, but we have to do this for the folks. Ow, ooh, ooh. Now, there was a small study back in 1973 in the Journal of Osteoarthritis indicating that cracking the knuckles doesn't harm the hand. But Dr. Donald Unger out of Thousand Oaks, California, carried out a 50-year experiment using himself as a human guinea pig where he cracked the knuckles on his right hand, but not his left hand. At the end of that time, he announced that there was no difference in the health of the hands. In other words, ow, ooh, ow, cracking your knuckles does not induce arthritis. That's good to know. You may bother other people, but cracking the knuckles will not harm your hand. By the way, the sound comes from squeezing synovial fluid, bubbles of synovial fluid in the knuckle joint. Yes. Now, the next question. What is a group of nightingales called? A bouquet, B, a parliament, or C, a watch? And let's look at one of these beautiful nightingales. This pertains to a spa in New York City that's now offering special anti-wrinkle cream based on nightingale poop. Yes, I said nightingale poop. It's been pulverized, deodorized, and sanitized. They say that the kabukis, the actors in Japan, as well as the geishas, have been using it for centuries as an anti-wrinkle preparation. They're charging about $150 for one treatment. I don't know if it works or not, but my thought is, if nightingale poop will work, what about poop from other birds? For example, up in Willow, California, they're being plagued by egrets dropping poop all over. Maybe they should accumulate that and see if they can make some sort of facial cream. Or if you're bothered by pigeon droppings, collect them and see if they'll work as an anti-wrinkle cream. It might not just be a nightingale's poop that will work. Now, again, for that question, what do we call a group of nightingales? Is that a bouquet, parliament, or watch? Can you see those choices? And what do you say? Bouquet. No, it is a watch of nightingales. You also have a bouquet of pheasants and parliament of owls. Yes. Now let's turn to Dracula. Bram Stoker, author of Dracula, was born in which country? England, Ireland, or Scotland? And the answer? Ireland. Ireland, yes. Now, in 1922, German producers created the movie Nosferatu based on the Dracula story. But they called their villain Count Orlok and never used the name Dracula because they were trying to avoid paying any sort of royalties. However, despite their attempts, release of the movie was delayed by about a year, and they did wind up having to pay despite their shenanigans. So the question I ask is, who starred as Count Orlok in that 1922 film? Was it Alfred Abel, Bela Lugosi, or Max Schreck?
Bella.
Let's find out now as we see a scene from this film where there's an inconsistency regarding vampires. Roll tape. And that's me. He's waited too long. Sunrise is coming and he may be destroyed. Now, as he rises, behind him there is a mirror, and you will clearly see his image. Yes, there's a mirror right above him in the back. You see that? Of course, that's what's going to kill him. It's the sunlight. There to look, a vampire dying. I love vampires. Now let's see that scene again so we can clearly see his reflection in the mirror. Okay, do you see that? Do you see it? Let's freeze it right there. There's his head, and then you see his head in the mirror behind. Do you see that? Do you believe what I've said?
Yes, I do. You've convinced me.
Okay, now, who was that actor playing Count Orlok? Was it Alfred Abel, Bela Lugosi, or Max Schreck? The answer, Max Schreck. However, I should point out that Bela Lugosi would not be an inconsistent answer. Bela made 8 movies in Germany between 1920 and 21, so conceivably could have starred in this one. Of course, he starred in the 1931 version for Universal. In 1948, he too was involved in an inconsistency for vampires. That was Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. He was playing Dracula. He was about to bite this doctor, female, who was refusing to put Costello's brain in the monster's head. And this was in front of a mirror. We clearly saw his image in violation of vampiric lore, especially with the 31 film, and this is also a Universal film, where we were told vampires' reflections are never seen. Perhaps they meant to show he wouldn't be seen, but somehow missed on the rushes. Terrible error. By the way, Bela loved that role in the Abbott and Costello film. Originally, his agent promised the role to him, but Universal said they wanted John Carradine. But the agent shamed him. He said, you only paid Bela $3,500 in 31. You made millions on that movie. You owe him this role. And Bela was delighted to get it.
Now, until next time, when we come up with part 3, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, the girl answering the questions in the background was #1 fan Joanne Meyer, my floor manager. May the power of the cosmos be with you, Joanne. Yes.